I followed Salt and Light's wellness routine for 30 days, part 1. These are their weekly recommendations. In this video, we'll highlight Cold Plunge. Throw them a follow to see my experience with the rest of the routine and my final results. So in week 1, I started in the less extreme of the two plunges. This water was at 52 degrees and that felt icy. While there were various ways to tackle the cold plunge, I decided to break up my plunge into several increments. I stayed in for 60 seconds, got out for 60 seconds, and jumped around to warm up, got back in for another 60 seconds, and back out for 60 seconds, and then hit the final 4 minutes straight for a total of 6 minutes on this day. You'll notice in the second that I toweled off after this session. This is because I'm more focused on the recovery aspect of cold plunge rather than the metabolic increase from making my body warm up on its own, which is known as the Soberg principle. On week 2, I decided to move to the more extreme cold plunge. This water was at 42 degrees, and it felt like the cold embrace of death. This time, I stayed in for a minute, got out for 2 minutes, and got back in for another minute for a total of 2 minutes this day. I went back 4 more times this week to meet my 11 minutes a week goal. On week 3, I was much less psyched out by the 42-degree water. This time, I stayed in for 1 minute, got out for a minute 4 times for a total of 4 minutes in the plunge. Then, I grabbed my hot pink Prayers and Vitamins Salt and Light hat, which gave me the power to push through 7 minutes straight for a total of 11 minutes that day. Over the course of this month, I grew to love my time in the cold plunge. It helped my body recover from 5 to 7 workouts a week between jiu-jitsu and lifting. My energy, focus, and mood all benefited from the epinephrine, norepinephrine, and dopamine releases that the cold water exposure triggers. And lastly, and most importantly, it trained me to embrace doing the hard thing. So get down to Salt and Light and try the cold plunge out for yourself.